Thank you, New Orleans, for making my first Mardi Gras as your mayor a huge success. Mardi Gras 2019 could not have been greater without your participation and, more importantly, the support of our public safety team across the board, both local, state, and federal. But let me just share a few of those highlights. As it relates to the New Orleans Police Department, we were able to get 84 guns off the street, which was above what we were able to get off the street for 2018. We were able to get 84 guns off the street in 2019 compared to 53 guns off of the street in 2018 during that same period. We were able to also make 323 arrests, which are fewer arrests actually from 2018, which means the arrests that we made were the right ones to make. And the guns that we got off the street kept our citizens and our visitors safe. Make no mistake about it. As it relates to public health, again, mirroring with public safety, we were able to respond to the needs of 33,500 calls to our 911 call center. Now, communication is very important, and 911 receives every call that we get as it relates to the needs on the ground that our public safety team has to respond to. So we want to give a huge shout out to the 911 call center for meeting our people where they are and getting them the response that was necessary to get our people out of harm's way or to address their needs as it unfolded. In addition to that, the public health department responded to the needs of over 826 people at our first aid stations that were created and designated throughout the entire parade route. Again, upward of 16% increase from last year, meeting our people where they are. That's how we must operate to get the results on the ground that we want and we definitely need. Sanitation. It doesn't get any better than that with sanitation being boots really on the ground, cleaning up our mess. Over 933 tons of trash. Now that's just as of today because we're still cleaning up. But the men and women who are out there in the trenches cleaning up and preparing for the next parade and the next order of events. It's very important. Clean Up NOLA is what we're striving for. And we want to do this not just for Carnival, but for every day in the city of New Orleans. So thank you for what you do, but let's continue to ensure that we have a focus on cleaning up the community and the city in which we live. Thank you. Also, we had a great celebration, but we understand that we put on the greatest free show on earth, but also know that it's not free. So we're looking very closely at creating an after-action report so that the city of New Orleans, that we can do things better, meaning there's always room for improvement. And in order to do better, we have to be open to receiving feedback and input from those on the ground. So please email us at mayor@nola.gov with your input and your feedback. The after-action report will be created in real time very shortly. But what we know, some of the areas we're looking at, permits that are pulled from the city for vendors, for example. They pay up to $600 for a permit to be placed on a parade route for over 9 days. Now we know that there's room to grow there. Again, New Orleans has to get her fair share. So we're looking at this closely. From permits even to public safety, as it relates to better deployment, how we can become safer. And we were able to respond in real time to this again during Carnival, and we were able to put in and be a little more proactive, but we want to be better, and we need to hear from you. mayor@nola.gov. Thank you so much for making Mardi Gras 2019, again, a huge success, but there's always room for improvement to become a better Mardi Gras for 2020. Thank you so much.